Hello, hello, and welcome back. It's time to play more puzzles. It's the Artisan of Glimmith. I'm at 477. And when I left off, I just finished a very difficult puzzle. Where was it? It was around here somewhere. It was a 5. Ah, this one. This one here. Yeah, that was very difficult. But onwards. I've got a 3 here. Solitude. So each region contains only a single symbol, area number, polyomino, and palisade. Okay. Let's see. Where is this X going to be? Could be here. Could be here. And it could be here. Well, it couldn't be there. So... no, can't be there either. Can't be down there. So I think this is your only option, Mr. X. So be it. You... I was about to say you have to have this, but you could potentially do some wiggly nonsense and end up here. Probably not, actually, because then there's not enough room for this 4. Can I say that you are grabbing that 4? You could wibble and wobble to here, but then there's no room for this L. So I think this is fair to say. Alright, you've got to be the end of something, and you're not going to reach this 4. I think I'm joining... no. I think we're going to be doing something akin to this. And it looks like I was right. Nice. Let's move on. So we've got a 5 here, a 3 here. Oh, there's more than I thought left. That's good. That's good. I'm enjoying this section. I seem to be quite good at it, with the exception of that hard one. Did I already go back here? No. Any others that are... ooh, permitting. Let's have you. Okay. Single here. Precision 5. That is interesting. Where do I want to start? I'm tempted to start here. That would give me lines here, here, and here. And here. But I don't know if it's right. And I'll tell you why I don't like it. I don't like it. Ah, precision 5. Never mind. I might like it. Yeah, I can't disprove that right now. How about this? Can I disprove this? Well, I need that if I do this, and therefore this goes in all directions. And since I've got precision 5, I'd then have to fill this up. That would then be finished. And I already have 2 lines here, so this then has to spread in 2 directions. Now I've got problems down here. So no, it does not go that way. I don't think I jumped the gun there. Let me try once more. Because of Solitude, that forces a line here. This needs to join to all of its orthogonal neighbours that it doesn't have a line at. And that's... I have precision 5, so this needs to be filled. This then has 2 lines, must connect in both directions. I have a line here, and here. This can't go behind its own line, so yes, that is no good. So this is this way. And I have a line here. And I have a line here. I need something else here. It must get it from up there. I don't know who's here. That's okay, we'll figure that out later. This could... Oh, no, no, no. Precision 5. Precision 5. This could do something like this. Or like this. And those, I think, are its only options. I can't do this. It needs a symbol. So yeah, I think it has to have this. And then either go one more up or down. You connect to that, I know, because you have... wherever you have a line, you connect opposite that. You can't go here. And you can't go here. That gives me all three of these, and you must connect to that. That gives me this, and that gives me this, that gives me this. You have a line here, so you must connect upwards. You must connect upwards because you have a line here. A precision 5. This must either connect... Oh, never mind. I have a line here, so it must connect to there. Therefore, it has to also soak up this. This one cannot reach there, that would be too long. Different colour, please. Alright, let's stay on this bridge. Ooh, this looks hard. Precision 4, Palisade, Solitude. Alright, this can't go up and down by Solitude, so we're doing this. I can draw lines between all of these. Not there. I guess that's it for lines. Oh, and here. Okay, you connect in both directions, but not there. What about you? Ah, yeah, you've got both of your lines. And now I've got a line here. Precision 4, mustn't forget that. I had forgotten. So I'm only having one more from this one. Could be in 3 different places though. Someone's honking a very weedy horn. Thought it might be a scooter or something, but no, it was only big cars. Strange. Big car with a weedy little horn. Okay, What about you? Can I do anything with you? You go one way and not the other, but no, I have no idea how to say how. Oh, I can do this. Does that help me? I get a line there. You have to be the end of something. You could just be little 2. Or you could go this way. That would be acceptable. I can't say what yet. You have to be the end of something. Could be like this. I didn't have the correct color scheme. Could be like this. Could be like this. Or could even be just something else. So yeah, I can't do anything with you. I'm finding this much harder than the 4 that I did earlier. Was that a 4, the previous one? Whatever that was, I'm finding this harder. Let's see. You. I might have to take a leap somewhere. So, imagine this is a different shape. Would that be okay? I'm wondering if I can connect this. So... oh yeah, precision 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That could reach here. Oh, precision 4, not 5. So yeah, this can't reach another symbol. So I must connect that. Okay, I've been forgetting again about precision 4, even though I said just a moment ago that I mustn't forget it. Now, the only one you can reach is there. I don't know how I didn't... okay. You are here. Right? Yeah, if you came... oh no, you could do something like this. Because you could do something like this. Alright, so I can't... I don't know about you yet. Can't touch you. Here, you could be this. But then you can't connect. In fact, I should have drawn a line there. So what am I saying? You need to be the end of something. You can't be the end of this. You can't be the end of that. So you're going to have to be the end of something else. Like that at minimum. You can't come here, or you ruin your palisade. So you must be like this. So I've got a T here. You've got to be size 4. That doesn't work, so you're here. 2, 3, got 4 there now. 2. I can't believe I just keep forgetting our precision. This puzzle is not as hard as I thought, because now that I've actually remembered the rules, it seems okay. Alright, if that went here, this isn't big enough, so you're there. 1, 2, 3, and you're going to have to go right. So you're going to have to be all of this. 1, 2, 3, don't know. If you go here, then you can't be the corner of anything. So I think you've got to go here, which means you've got to be T. You have to be a corner. You have to be an end. Good puzzle. I was a little... yeah, I felt stuck on it, but I'd just forgotten precision 4. Was the previous one 4? Yeah, it was. And I feel like a wally because I think I was using exactly the same rules here. Yeah, I needed precision 5 here. Okay, back over to the mainland. I don't know, it's another island, isn't it? So not that. Okay, Solitude and Palisade. No precision this time. I think I want to start with these straight boys again. So if I did that, I would be forced to do this and this and this. Do I see a problem with that? I would then be forced to do this and stop, and then this and stop, that and stop, this and stop, that and stop, this and stop, that and stop, this and stop. Not necessarily stop. This could go either way. This could potentially go this way. Oh, no, because this needs a symbol. So it could be like that or like that. But actually, no, neither of those are okay because of this one. So it could be this way, which forces this to be this way, this to be this, and this to be this. Okay, I got lucky with that, with the beginning of it. Let's... oh, yeah. right away. If I'd tried horizontal, I would have seen that that was impossible. So yeah, I did get a little lucky, but I saved basically no time by getting lucky. That one was... yeah, not all threes are made equal. Okay. Not ready for these. I want to leave these till last. These... oh, 3 and 5. Let's go over here. Oh, no, actually I want to go here. Oh, hiding one. Solitude, area number, palisade, okay. So since this is a corner, things need to get behind it. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5. Oh dear. There. That's how. That required a bit of mental gymnastics there. I felt like they had to get behind. That like they both had to go behind it, but no. One of them just doing any angle on it was fine. Huh. That was really nice. What was that? I think that was this. Okay, let's go here. So you need one more. You're going to be an angle of some kind. You must be that kind of angle, but you might not be finished. Same thing. Okay. You need to emerge. You need to soak up more, and you need something else on this side. This won't reach. If this one tried to, this doesn't have enough space. Oh. Plus that. So I think this one's going to have to go there. Something has to go here. What is? It's going to have to be this. There we go. I found that very straightforward. Some areas are not mine, but apparently this one is, with the exception of this one. It feels good to find something straightforward. That doesn't mean it's bad if you don't find it straightforward. But still, it feels good. Oh. Alright, let's do it. Okay. Solitude, area number, palisade, and that is all. Okay, let's draw some connections. Okay, so I don't necessarily have to get to the corners because these guys could snake into any... they could be any shape, any size. So, you're done. Where can I go from here? You either go up or left. So this is a binary decision I have. Can I... I've got another one up here. Can I rule one of these out? If you go left, then... I don't think so. What about you? If you go left, you would have to do that. might have something like this. Ah, I do see a problem here. Let's try and make these take as little space as possible. What I'm wondering is if one of these can get in. Because these threes will not soak up all of the space. So let's make these as small as possible. And remember, this is if... how did I start this? Actually, it doesn't matter. So I've not made any guesses yet. So now, let the experimentation begin. So, let's say these are all as small as possible. 1, 2, 3. Well, I can't do that because nothing could go there. So I'd have to do something like this, perhaps. And this. And perhaps this. No, that won't work. So, perhaps this one doesn't have to be as small. This one can come here. This can come here. Something like that. And then this would be able to get in here and soak up the rest. No, it's not there. That's okay. We could do this. But I've got problems. Because nothing would be stopping it from instead doing this. That's multiple solutions, and we don't like them. And so, I think this is wrong. Equally, it could be this one. Same problem. Same problem. What was that same problem? Right, it's that this could come here instead. Or do various other combinations, probably. So this is no good. How do I make this impossible? I need to make this impossible somehow. It's probably pressure from here pushing these kind of further inwards. But where do I find that pressure? And I don't know yet. Alright, okay, this one. It can't be part of this 2. So it needs to come out. Therefore, this 2 is like this. This one also cannot be part of this. There's only one gap to get out. So this same shape has to soak up all the extra. If it goes left, then nothing can get here, so it must go down. Or it could go up, and this could squeak out. And that's a problem, because we don't like multiple solutions, do we? No, we don't. Could anything force it to go upwards? And I claim that no, there is nothing to force it going upwards, so something must instead force it to go downwards. And the only thing that could do that, since this can make it out either way, is for this to go left, and so I think it must. You need to get out. I don't know if you soak that up, but you're certainly coming here. You could be either of these, I don't know. But I feel quite confident about that left side. Where am I going to go now? Well, you do that. I've already had that earlier. I want a different kind of beverage. Bear with me one moment. And I'm back. Isn't that a beautiful sound? remember when I was a kid, it was, I mean, when I was maybe up to 10, everyone loved this stuff, but then somewhere around maybe 11 or 12, it became very trendy to not like it. And so, being an idiot kid, I pretended not to. Which seems very silly looking back. You don't own what you enjoy. Anyway. Let's continue. So, here we are. And I don't know where we're going to go. I want to do the same thing. So I made them as small as possible last time when I experimented. Now let's make them as big as possible. Like let's push them into this area, but still make them take as much of this space as possible. And I need to let something in. So I think the other way is the better way to look at it, the way that I looked at it before. So, no, this is the way to look at it. Let's take as much space as possible. That's the most that I can possibly take from here. More, in fact. If this has to come in, then this is more space taken. So even if I take the most that I possibly can, I can take more. But if I do take that much, then I can't get this, I can't get one of these beams into here. And that's no good. So I must at least have a space for it. So I think, even though I don't know it's exactly this shape, I know it's going to have to make its way in. And that seems like progress. I don't know what's going to happen here, but I'm going to go ahead and make an assessment. Might have something along these lines, I don't know. Yeah, if that terminates this, let me do that. I'm a bit worried that there might be more than one solution here, but I think what I can do from here is this. No, because I need this to be an end. Ah, you're an end if you do that. No, because I need you up here as well. You can go, no. Okay, so you have to be this. Oh, and I don't like this because that's multiple solutions. There's definitely something wrong. But I'm going to chase it all the same. And I think that it's going to be something more like this, perhaps? I need this to be an end. And for this to be an end. I wonder if one reaches left and one reaches right. But something's got to go up as well. Something's got to go down a little bit. Could it be that whatever reaches left also kind of scoots down below all of this? I don't think it can, no. Because look, this one had to go downwards. So, does something definitely need to reach up? That's my next question. Is there another way I can arrange all these so that they take up all the space? And I don't think so. What if I have these ones eat as much as possible of it? But I think I already am. This one must go down. Yeah, this can't be anything but that, I think. Well, I mean, unless something else reaches towards it, like this or something. Still feels like multiple solutions, which I don't much like. So something is wrong. It's making these endpoints, which is proving to be a challenge. Can I rearrange these somehow? Doesn't help. This is... Yeah, this is worrisome. Because there's two orientations of this, and I mustn't be allowed them. That makes me think that this is going to have to reach left and this right. And for this to be closed on three sides... Oh, hang on, who's going there now? It would have to be you. But this is still a problem, because we've still got this issue. There are three solutions to this 2x3 box. And that's why I wanted this to reach left. Tidy that problem up. Well, this could come in here if this does this. There's no other way into this. These twos are in the way. This is the only way in. And therefore it has to be one of these trails. It could be the other one. And then that can connect. Yeah, that seems okay. And then that can fill in this. There we go. So, how did I avoid the multiple solutions here in the end? I'm not even sure. Maybe once this came in from that direction, everything there was forced. And that was the only way to do it while these were endpoints. I'm going to go with that. Alright. Let's go underneath this rather lovely deciduous tree. Oh, look at that. Okay. It's difficulty 4. We have Solitude, Mingle Shape, and Palisade. Okay. One of these is a 2. But I don't have unmatch. So, unmatch? Non-match? A-match? Anti-match? No, I forget. I don't have a uniqueness constraint. So yeah, one of these is a 2. Equally, one of these is a 2. What else can I say? We could have a 3 here and a 2 there. Are there other options from here? Yeah, I suppose there are. Here. It's either a 2 or a 2 or a 2. And we need mingle shape. So we can't have this. That disambiguates that. And this is our first move. Do I have anything similar I can do elsewhere? If I do that, that's no problem. So I could do, say, that and, I don't know, or maybe not. Maybe this is a problem. This would need to come out. It can't be a 2, it could be a 3. I can't have a 2 here. I could have an angle, I suppose. We could have something like a 2 and a 3. Here I would have to have a 2. Now I'm stuck here. But this was all guesses. This wasn't actually. If I have these, this is forced. Although it could continue. Not allowed a 2. Could have a 3. I would need either a 2 there or a 2 here. I wouldn't be allowed a 3 here. So let's not do that. Let's have a 2. And then I could do something like a 3 there. I can't get an end here. So I'm still not comfortable with it because it was too many guesses. I don't think I can rule this out. I don't think I should rule this out, rather. There must be somewhere better. Okay. I can't have this 2. This has to be... There are 4 options here for this centerpiece. Down, left, up, or right. And bottom one is no good. So, no. That isn't clear. Let's see the possible ones. There we go. So if you are going right, we were already discussing this, so I'm not sure about that. If you're going up, then what? You've either got to go right, or down, or angle, or right an angle. Right an angle's not okay because that's not allowed. I should be... Oh, hang on. What am I doing? I thought this whole thing is because I ruled something out here. Did I fuck up? I fucked up. I was saying that if I go up, I can't do anything here. So I must go left. That's what I meant to say, but apparently that's not what I drew. And here I'm saying that I couldn't go down, because it was going to be next to a 2. Yeah, because this is a 2 no matter which way it goes. It could go up, though. Alright, I need to wipe this. Alright, we're from here. This is my first move, not that other one. Oh dear, you're probably shaking your fist at me. Where is my next move? So I've got the 3 options here. I've got down, I've got left, or I've got up. Let's chase them. I can't go down. because mingle shape. So, no. I could go left, or I could go up. But if I go up, I break mingle shape there as well. So no, I can't do that. We do go left. Okay, that's good. That's progress. So, since we have Solitude, this needs to get to somewhere. The only somewhere it can get is there. It could be more, but I don't know. Here, and back to here. Down, right, left, or up. Down is not allowed because that breaks mingle shape. Can we go left? I could have maybe something like that, but then I break mingle shape here. I can't do this for the same reason. Nope. Nope. No. No. Nothing works, does it? Nothing works. We can't have left. No. So what about up? I'm going to hit the same problem. It's exactly the same problem. Can't do this because mingle shape. Can't do this because mingle shape. Can't do this because Solitude. Can't do this because Solitude. I don't know if I just said that. Yes, that doesn't work either. This goes right. And that means I do have this. Feeling better about that now. So this, I can't have a single. So we're going at least this far. Seems okay so far. What about here? I can't just have a double, so I'd at least need to do this. Or I can go left, but it can't be a double, so I'd at least need to do this. But then I can't do that. No, so you do not go left. You must go down. And then at least right. Left, I mean. You can't go up. Therefore you do. Fill that spot, I mean. What now? You can't go left. You could stay as you are. I don't have a problem with that. This looks like multiple solutions. No, it doesn't. I can see what I'm supposed to do, but just to rule other things out. I can't do this, because if I did, I would have to do this, and that breaks mingle shape. I could do this, but then all I can do in here is 2 2s. And so, I must do this and this. That was a nice puzzle. I feel a bit embarrassed about how I screwed up at the bottom there, but that's okay. Can I find any sneaky secrets? Got both of these ones. Any others down below? Hiding in the shadows, perhaps? Underneath rocky outcrops? Ooh. Is that one? That right there? I guess not. So there's still those 2 up there, and then these 2. How am I doing for time? Yeah, I'll do the last 4. Unless one of them completely destroys me. Like that one puzzle. I'm going back to it again. This guy. This guy right here. I can't believe, I still cannot believe how long I spent on that. I think that's like the 5th time I've gone back to look at it. Right, 28 of 30, we're nearly gilded, and it looks like we can get at least +2, but I don't know if I can get more than that. Alright. I still want to do those last for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Okay. So that connects to that, that connects to that, that connects to that, and that connects to that. This looks very similar to a puzzle much earlier in the game. It was a shape bank one, I think. Or it might have been precision or something. Right, this is either across or down. I bet it's across for this 4 to have more space to soak that up, but I'm not sure about it. This is an end of something. And I'll tell you what, it can't go this way. Oh, maybe it could, maybe it could. It could go this way, but if it does, I claim that it goes all the way to there. Because if this one went upwards, we would have 2 valid solutions here. So either this goes down and this soaks all of this up, or this goes a different direction and this soaks all of this up. One or the other is true. I don't know which it is. Or left or down, or whatever. But just not right. So yeah, I don't know which, and I'll probably forget that by the time I get back there. Maybe it won't matter. So what about here? Yeah, where's my inn? Where is my foothold? It wasn't until maybe, I don't know, I guess it could have been as much as 10 years now, come to think of it. But it's relatively recently, because I'm old, that I actually started thinking about the taste of this stuff. This is Coca-Cola Zero. And feel free to flame me and disagree with me, but I'm going on a tangent now, but at one point, I think it was when this was relatively new, a friend of mine said, oh, you can totally tell the difference. The zero sugar stuff sucks because it doesn't taste like the proper thing. And I'd had one or two of them before. I thought it tasted great. So I thought, is he right? I don't know. So I got both side by side and did a blind, it wasn't double blind, but I did a blind taste test with him. I got them both chilled to be the same temperature. One time, tangent on tangent here, one time when I was a student, we were trying to figure out which of the cheap lagers was better, because we had no money, so we needed beer obviously, but we were poor enough that we needed the cheapest possible acceptable one. So I remember we were trying 2 different beers, and we decided one was clearly better than the other. But when we asked everybody, okay, why do you think that's better? The only reason we could come up with was because it's colder. So that was not a rigorous test. This one, however, with a Coke, I chilled them and served them blind, and had them served to me blind as well. And even the people in the room who ahead of time said, I'm definitely going to be able to tell the difference, couldn't. I'm sure there are certain markers where if you're very familiar with them, or if you have a very keen sense of taste, then you can probably tell them apart. And I bet I could if I really tried as well. But in the moment, when the zero was still somewhat new to me, I couldn't, and nor could anyone else in the room. So if you're one of those people who thinks you can tell the difference, actually try it. Do it blind, or, the 2-in-1 test, whatever that's called, and see if you really can. Maybe you can. Great, well done you if you can. But, be honest with yourself. Where was I actually going with that? Oh yeah, backing up on another tangent, it's relatively recently that I actually started thinking about the flavour of it. And it was only then that I started thinking about it, when I started thinking about it rather, that I actually started to be able to taste the cinnamon in this. And now the cinnamon is very obvious to me every time I taste it. I wouldn't have thought of it being a cinnamon drink until then. I mean, it's not heavily cinnamon, but it's quite distinct if you look for it. And the citrus as well. I'd never thought about it being a citrus drink until I think I read that in somebody's guess at the ingredients. And yeah, I can taste at least lemon in there. Anyway, it's good stuff. I like it. Back to this. Story time's over. Now, I wonder if I do need... No. I don't need to use the uniqueness constraint. I think I might have to go down a path and see where it leads me. Oh, here I can actually probably do something. You're not part of this. So what are you a part of? You can't be part of it. Oh, there. How did I not see that? Do you know what? I was really close to it earlier. When I was trying to decide which direction this goes, I said, oh, I bet the 4 needs to creep into here. But then I didn't actually think about it any further than that. But yes, the 4 does need to go to all these places, since they need to be joined. And if the 4... Yeah, the 4 cannot be joined to... because of... I mean, Solitude. Solitude exists. So it has to fill all this space. Therefore, we've got this and this. And we've got this and this. Okay, now we're moving. You need to go up or down. In fact, you need to do both. And now we're really moving. You have to be a corner. You have to at least go that way. You're either going left or right. I don't know which. Tangent again. I wonder if I'm alone in this. Back about 15 years ago, I went for a really long road trip. And it was before I had I did have a GPS-capable phone, but I did not have it mounted on my motorcycle, and I did not have it hooked up to talk to me through my helmet. And so every day when I was planning my route, I'd plan it ahead of time. Sometimes I'd punch it into my phone, but I think I only had offline maps. And I'd try to just memorize as much of the route as I could, like, you know, the next 2 hours worth between refuels. And quite often I'd get it wrong, so I'd had to try to memorize the route. I was in cities and countries, cities and states, I should say, and provinces that I didn't know my way around. I'm not great at memorizing route numbers and, okay, then go south on this and then go east on this or whatever, and certainly not good at memorizing routes through cities that I don't know. And quite often I took the wrong turn, which was fine. It was an adventure. I wasn't in a hurry. But I noticed after a while that my wrong turns were almost always when traveling south. I knew that I needed to go west or I needed to go east, and I would translate that in my head to turn left or turn right, without thinking about the fact that I'm going south means that left does not mean west. I felt a little silly after that, but I did that many times, and I'm still close to doing that quite often. Anyway, today's story day, apparently. Nearly an hour now. I should hurry up. Okay, there's got to be somewhere I can go. Okay, you need something, and so you need that. That's good. You need something, and so you need that. Now we've got a line here. Now we're moving. I can use the uniqueness thing here. If you turn this corner, I shouldn't use the uniqueness thing, but I know that I can. I know that this turns right, because if it went left, I would have 2 valid solutions. And that's not allowed. So I know you go right. So I'll come back to that if I struggle in a while. Let's see, where can I go? You go both ways. You have to go here. That's what's going to do it. Okay. Yeah, that disambiguates this and means that I didn't need that uniqueness rule. Okay, you have to have this. You now have to have this. And you now have to have this. And then, therefore, I didn't need the uniqueness rule here either. That's finished. You have to come here, you have to go here, you have to go here, and you have to go there. That was very straightforward. It just took me an embarrassingly long time to see the 4 here, that was my in. But yeah, that was a nice puzzle. I liked it. Now we're up to 5. Oh, strap in. Okay. Well, I'm looking here first. This is either here or here. If it's there, this 4 is forced to be there. If it's there, this 4 is forced to be here. Either way, it takes up both of those slots. I'm not sure if I can say more about it. If this is here, this 5 goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 precisely. If it goes this way, it could do all sorts of things. So I don't think I can say anything about this 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it could be all the way over here. What about you? You could go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I bet you do. Or you could go down left, which should be okay as well. Or you could go right, which also looks okay. If you went up and left, then what's going to reach here? Nothing's going to reach there. So you don't go up and left, you come down. And this is filled by something else. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could be you. And you could come here. Alright, so I don't think I can say more about that yet. That's all I've got there. What about here? So if that soaks that up and that soaks that up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is this all still possible? We'd have this, we'd have this, we'd have this, we'd have this. That's in trouble. So no. That isn't possible. And therefore, I think I need to back that up at least 2. Why have I put this here? Did I do that just recently? Yes. Right, because it's the only thing that could take this. Yeah, so I think I need to back that up by at least 2, so that this can go here. Which means it needs to fill this. I don't think that I should write that in yet, though. I just know that this can't go this way. I know that this 7 can't extend this far. If it does, this has to go this way, and then lots of things break. Namely, around here, this is what breaks. So I think the deepest in that this can go well, actually it could go deep, couldn't it? It could go deep. What was I basing that on? I was just wondering how deep it can get. And it cannot go that deep. What about the other way? How deep can it go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, what breaks? You're there. 2, 3, 4, 5, you're there. And things are broken immediately. So we're not going that far. And it wouldn't change until we back up that much. And then we get some pressure relief. And that means that we've got 4 here, 5, 6, 7. We're at least doing that much on this side. Hang on, that's 4, 5, 6, 7. And we were saying that was too much as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I can say that it does at least this. I'm not 100% on that. But if it does, then I've got all of this. This could come the other way. But this does this. This does this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This does this. This comes down. This has got to go here. Ah. Trouble. Can I make it work? Oh dear. Alright. So no, there was some flaw in my logic there. Let's look at it again. Which I'll back up the other way. Okay, let's look at this again. I think this is maybe the only thing I've got. Right. You need 7. How do I balance it? If you go... okay, hang on. All right. If you go at least slightly right, then the position of this one here is forced. So, let's say you don't. Let's say you take all the space you can up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's play this through again. If this does not work, then I have to do this. Okay, so this would have to be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd have to do this. And we're broken already. So we can't. That means we do have this here. And I'm going to mark that in. And then we've got this. I don't know where that goes. I've got this. I've got this. This could go either way. Okay, then the only thing that reaches here is this 7. So this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least goes there. So this might go left or it might go right. Let's say it goes left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Does this work? Might do. I don't know. I was expecting that to break quicker. Okay, so let's back it up and say instead that it goes right. Do we then break? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need all of this. This comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could go up or down. Ah, if this went left, this would be broken. So this would have to go right, this would have to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would have to go left, this would go right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and we're done. So I wonder how far I needed to chase it the other way for that to break, but that's okay. Oh, and look at that, we're gilded with 30. And now up on the hill, and I think that's the last ones, at least that I know of, in this solitary area. It's not a solitary area, it's an area of solitude. Not a fortress though. Do you know what, let's go 4 and then we'll end up with 3. Okay, nothing here. Alright, so we're going all ways. Solitude, Polyomino, Palisade. I need a bunch of P's in here. Alright. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 in this bowl. And these are 5. So 5, 10, 15. So I need 3 things to be soaked up. So at least 1 time are coming in. And what do we got here? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11. So I need at least 7 to come in. 3, 7. Let me check this. 5, 10, 15, 18, yes. 6, that's 5, and 6 is 11, 18, 7, yes. 5, 10, so we've got 8 coming in. Yeah. 8. And here we've got 12, so 6 are coming in. All right. What could these 3 look like? 1, 2, 3, perhaps? Or 1, 2, 3? Or 1, 2, 3? I don't know. Let's try and pack some of these in, and then we're gonna have to have a unique solution here. So I know this one's taken. This one might or might not be. If it is, it's going to have to do this. Then I can't touch this with anything. So no. So perhaps this. Then what? Well, I can't do that. So perhaps I do this and this. Why did I say 3? Did I miscount? 4, 8. There are 5, not 4 across. I wonder if you were shouting at me. 3, 6, and 15. 21. 5, 10, 15, 18, 20, 21. Okay, so let's try again. So, I mean, it doesn't matter. This works and therefore must be unique. I think. Okay, so this was 6 plus 5. There's 11 there. So I need 10 more on the inside. 10. This is 12. 21 minus 12 is what, 19? Is it? That doesn't sound right. 9? Oh my goodness, I'm bad at subtraction. 21 minus 12 is 9. It is 9. That makes sense. Okay, and over here, 10. 21 minus 10, that's easier, that's 11. Alright, so I need to fit 2 F's together in the way that all the excess can be soaked up in one contiguous shape. So, we might have something like that, and that. I guess that's it. And over here, we need something like that. No, okay, this one's harder. Plus with a ball on it. Plus with a ball. And... no, that's not going to work. Can't do this. Maybe I can do... no. Could this be the plus here? No. Can't do that. I've forgotten what I've tried. Okay, let's go clockwise from top. So, No, doesn't work wherever I put the ball. The one on the right. Yeah, okay. I think this sort of makes sense. Does it? I don't know if this is a good way to do it. Whatever. Maybe? I need something to snake out. So no. Unless this is filled, but no, this is not a hooky piece. Okay, so not there. What if the ball goes here? That looks reasonable. Yeah, that works. Okay, then over here, I don't think I need these numbers. They ended up not being very important. I don't know, it feels like that, and no. Okay, maybe it's more like that. And no, that doesn't look right. That looks right. I don't like the color. All of these green. Good. Last one. 3. Well, this... Why? Is there any point in that? I guess it's just to give me a symbol that doesn't mean anything, because clearly these don't add up to use all of the rest of the space. So the puzzle here, I think, is to find a combination of Fs in this F configuration where they touch the edge at maximum 1 time, something like that. I need to be able to snake something around the outside of everything. So I guess I start here, because they must connect. You could be here. Are there other ways that you can go? Yeah, you could be here. I think either way, you're coming down here, aren't you? You're using this spot. Are they the only ways to connect this up? That... You can't be the nub. Yeah, I think those are the only ways. So you do at least this. Now what? You could be like this. Or... Wait, if you do that... Yeah, you're still okay. So hang on, let's mark up the options for this. You're either like this, or... You're like this. So this would force one of these. If it's up, then... We can't do that because nothing could fill this space. We can't do that for the same reason. We can't do that for the same reason, or that for the same reason. So I think I'm forced into... how do I draw this? not like that. What am I can't... How do I F? There. I think that this is fair. Now, what about you? I can't cut this off. So... Oh, this might be trouble. I need something to get out. That's not an F. Ah, that's an F. Not allowed to do that. Oh, there. Hey. I think that is it for this area. Solitude, 30 plus 2. I'm not seeing any. And I don't mind hearing if there are puzzles that I've missed. I'm not going to go looking them up, but unlike my Blueprints playthrough, which I'm still working on, I am, or I'm okay with, reading comments on this one. So if you tell me about puzzles I've missed, I don't mind that. Don't tell me about any hiding ones in areas that I haven't been to yet. But if they're ones that I've missed in areas that I have been to, then that's fine with me. I don't mind hearing that. Okay. That was a lovely area. I liked that a lot. Solitude. I think it's one of the only roars recently that I've actually felt that I'm quite good at. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Where am I again? 30 plus 2 of Solitude. So that'll be it. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.